Good morning. Welcome to Mitchie's Motivational Monday, the 4th of July, the day we celebrate our independence in 1776, our Independence Day. You know, the whole purpose and the whole reason of the coming of the 4th of July, the coming of our Independence Day, was celebration of independence from British rule, from, stepping away and becoming our own sovereign nation away from that system. And how ironic it is today to find ourselves almost in that same situation. We, the people, have become a pawn in a chess game of the elite. And I think the tensions are starting to heat up a little bit more every day. And, the more they try and destroy what we've known to love and our freedoms, people say, oh yeah, get the tinfoil hat off. You know what? Sometimes you look back at history, that tinfoil hat wasn't too far off. But today I wanted to come out and I wanted to talk about fear and talk about what is fear, right? Why do we have fear? What is fear? In my opinion, the answer to that question is fear is a response. Fear is something that is supposed to protect us. Fear is something that was designed within us to help us avoid dangerous situations or give us that energy to avoid and flee dangerous situations. But fear can also be debilitating. It can prevent us from doing the things that we want to do because we're afraid, because we have fear of the unknown. We have fear of what will or what could happen. And that can be a very self-limiting emotion. We need to keep fear in perspective. We need to keep fear in the position it needs to be in, which is to keep us safe. But you can't build the walls too high, because if you do, you won't get to see the benefits of moving forward and doing those things that you want to do, doing those activities or traveling to this place or anything really. If you let fear control your moves, chances are you won't do anything. So it's important to keep it in perspective. It's important to analyze the situations and say, what am I afraid of? Really, what am I afraid of? Am I afraid of someone not liking me? Am I afraid of losing money? Am I afraid of getting hurt, whether it be emotionally, physically, mentally, whatever the case may be? What are these fears? How warranted are they? And is it worth missing the opportunity because of fear? That's the question you guys have to ask yourselves. We all have to ask ourselves. And when you sit back and you really look at it, sometimes that fear isn't warranted. Sometimes that fear, especially like after you go through it, when you just bite the bullet and you say, okay, I'm going to get on this roller coaster. I'm afraid, but I'm going to get on this roller coaster. And as you climb up and that long ascent to the top is just so agonizing. Oh my gosh, it's so agonizing. The adrenaline's pumping, that fight or flight response, that fear response kicks in, and your body's just on like an emotion of 10, like your electricity's just flowing. And you get to that top and you're like, oh shit, there's no turning back now. And by the time you get off of that ride, you're like, let's do that again. Hell yeah, that was awesome. So then you ask yourself, what was I afraid of? Was I afraid of getting hurt? Was I afraid that the coaster was going to go off its tracks and kill everybody? What was I really afraid of? So conquering that fear, knowing when to use that fear, knowing how to use that fear, I think is the lesson and is the important thing that we have to keep in mind. So with that, guys and gals, I hope you have an amazing week. I hope you have an incredible day. I hope you had a wonderful 4th of July weekend. You got to spend some time with family, do some barbecue, cook out, have a little sip, whatever it was that you did to enjoy that weekend. I hope you had that opportunity to get out there, conquer that fear, and just live. That's all I got. I hope you guys have a great day. Again, I can't say that enough. And I hope my words, I hope my messages reach you and lift you up, because the tongue is probably one of the most powerful weapons or tools that one could wield. It can build people up or it can tear people down. The choice is yours. Have a wonderful day. I love you all.